Hey, what's up everybody? Prospector here with Watcher of Realms. Today we're going to be going over two very cool packs. They are packs where you can pick up legendary units from the Chaos faction or the Infernal Blast faction. I happen to have some W gold saved up, so let's take a look at them, we'll break them down, and I'm going to buy them. Anyways, without further ado, let's dig in. Okay, so what is the special occasion here? Well, the 27th was my birthday. Did a bunch of giveaways. We do have collaborations with Smile1 quite often, and one of the ways that they reward us for that is not just revenue sharing, which has just started recently. We also, for a while now, we would get like $100 worth of W gold every single time we did those collabs. And that's how they would pay us off basically for doing the Smile1 advertising. But now going forward, we still get that. Plus I think we're gonna be getting that revenue sharing, which is really neat. So I'm gonna be able to finally spend some of that W gold. And I wanna pick up these two packs that are in the shop. Let's go over them. Actually, there's more than two, but. Okay, so the first one here is gonna be the Legendary Infernal Bundle. And it's going to come with 2,000 diamonds and a max level boost, which is going to be promos and max level. They can go level 60 and 6-star promotion immediately. These are pretty cool. I would probably value that at like $5 to $10, something like that. But then you have the diamonds here where you have 2,000. And the way they usually work is like one diamond's worth like a penny. So I think you're getting right around $20 worth of diamonds in this pack. So if you consider that, and you're looking at like $50 worth, or 5,000 W gold, I think half of it is covered in diamonds and the max level boost. If you want to look at it that way, then you have the chance at a legendary hero. So you're kind of spending $25 for a chance at a legendary hero. But let's take a look at the heroes here and decide if they're worth it. So legendary hero packed Infernal, get one random hero from the following. The Legendary Lord, so Twin Fiend is in the mix. We have Aelin, Anai, Percy, very good hero, Hex, Orim, Nocturne, Setram, and Zillitu. Breaking these down, Twin Fiend, if you don't have a Legendary Lord for the Infernal faction, he's great. He's an awesome Lord to have. I would love to have him, but he's not really a priority for me to try to target him or anything like that. But if he comes in a pack or something, it's definitely worth a shot. Legendary heroes, Aelin. Aelin is one of the best healers in the game, or at least in terms of just straight up heals. So she's gonna heal AoE to the highest amount out of anybody in the game. That includes LON, that includes all of them. But she is very specific to that. But she also has very nice damage reduction, and she's part of the Infernal lore, or Infernal faction as well. So with Lord Phineas just coming out, you may want to pick yourself an Aelin up. Maybe you want to run them in Guild Boss 1 or Guild Boss 2, whatever. Now, moving on to Anai. Anai is a little more niche, but I think her value might go up a little higher now if you have a Lord Phineas, because she's going to put out a lot of burns on whoever you're targeting, and that's obviously going to help his damage as well. And plus, she's going to be getting a boost from Lord Phineas as you're going along. Percy. What can I say about Percy? I think everybody knows everything they need to know about Percy. He has inspiration in his kit. He has the AoE damage reduction to all allies within his range. This is super useful for Guild Boss 2. And if you're early game and you don't have a lot of healers, or you're struggling with Guild Boss 1, you could put Percy down, and it's going to reduce all the damage coming in from Guild Boss 1 and help your team stay alive a lot longer. Then we have Hex. Who doesn't know Hex? Hex he can solo Guild Boss 1 as a sole DPS unit, going in there, one keying if you have enough awakenings on him and he's strong enough gear. But definitely one of the heaviest hitters in the game as far as being a platform unit. Orim, the first and kind of the only really crap pull that could happen here on this Infernal bundle. Some people kind of like him. He does put out burns, so he could be useful for combination with Lord Phineas. The issue is that he's a defender, and he's supposed to be putting out damage at the same time. It's just one of those bad combinations where they were trying to introduced defenders that do damage, and there's quite a few units like that in the game right now. And Orim was one of them, and unfortunately he just doesn't do all that well. Bad pull if you get Orim. That's probably going to be my luck today. Nocturne. This hero's kind of slept on. Nocturne puts out a lot of damage. The reason he's slept on so hard is that he needs to be fully skilled out, and sometimes it can really help a lot to have some awakenings on him. But once you get that done, Nocturne puts out immense damage. He has ability like true damage in his kit. He's just phenomenal. Does a ton of damage. Cetrum. I think everybody knows Cetrum. Cetrum is very good for the shields on Guild Boss 1. He's very good for the Styx boss. He's just very useful in general. He can do a lot of damage when you need him. And then we have Zilla2 in there as well. Zilla2, for the longest time, I want to say in the early stages of the game, the first 3 to 8 months, was probably the most sought after unit in the game. Zilla2 and Pyro's combination on Guild Boss 1 was able to get you to that point where you're one keying Guild Boss 1 early on there, and she still does a ton of damage. There's no mistaking it. She's a great unit. The issue with her now, I think, is that we're all kind of moving on past Guild Boss 1 in the late to end game, and Zilla2's damage just doesn't transfer very well to Guild Boss 2, as we know right now. Maybe it could, maybe we're not focusing on it. She's really useful in Gear Dungeon 2, very good unit. You can use her to cycle her out for the Volca clones coming down when you need to do that magic damage. Just an overall great unit. But overall, this pack is pretty good. I wouldn't really mind most of these units. The only one that would really kind of bug me is Orim. And maybe Nocturne, because even though he is slept on a lot, I still don't use him a lot. But he's a very good unit. Cetram, I'd probably be more sad about pulling a Cetram than I would an Anai. Just put that in perspective. He's a very good unit as well. It's just that I'm way past that stage of using Cetram. Alright, so let's move on to the other pack. The Legendary Chaotic Bundle. So we have 3 Legendary Skill Ups, and we have 3,000 Diamonds. We're looking at about 30 bucks from the Diamonds. Roughly somewhere between 5 to 15. I'd say $15 in Skill Ups. So about $45 value just in the items alone on the side. So again, you're getting the hero pack basically for, 25 bucks or so. Whether it's a good deal or not just depends on how it lands and what hero it lands on. But let's look at the list and see what we have to work with here. So both lords up for grab. We got Gon and Valderon. This would obviously be ideal, is to pull one of these lords. But okay, now on to the legendary heroes. We have Admiral Claw. Admiral Claw is not a great unit, but he's not a terrible unit either. We have Ardia, of course, that we all know is definitely a really good unit. One of the highest attacks in the game. She has that Valkyra style kind of range, and just her AoE damage for a fighter is unmatched. Carnelian. Carnelian is really good for Guild Boss 2. She's good for Arena in some cases. She's just a really good unit overall. She has that unkillable ability where she puts those essences over the top of the hero's heads, and if they are taken down to 0, she'll save them with that essence. It'll use it up, and then they'll have a chance to live again after that. Cerberus. Cerberus, for a lot of people, might be a nice pull. For me, in general, I really only use them in Codex. I'm not really into using them anywhere else. That's kind of like the only place I use them. That doesn't mean to say that you can't. Gear Raid 1, especially Gear Raid 119 and 20, is really useful just to drop down on those huge mobs and give him inspiration buff and then let him die, and that pool of damage that he does is amazing. Desomi. Desomi as a second team for Guild Boss 2. He does that amazing cleanse. He puts up really nice shields sometimes where it's important. If you get lucky on the RNG where he lands his shields, you might save your butt. He also has recently come to shine in the new campaign stage, the final boss there, because of all the cleansing you need to do with all those freezes going out. There's not a good one, Giselle, unless you're looking for the bond skill with Celine. She's not really great either. I think she just got a recent buff. Still not so great though. Cade, kind of the same situation. Lugaru, very good unit, but I would say not used very often. You might see him in Arena here and there, but other than that. Sargak. Sargak for me would be an amazing pull. Sargak is a dual faction hero. His single target damage is really good and he's really useful in single target arena. I would love to get myself a Sargak. Uridan, the one that made everybody mad. He seemed to be so amazing and now he is not so amazing. He is good for stacking up BP and stuff, but other than that, he hasn't become very useful. Valeria, very good single target arena hero. That's pretty much where she kind of falls off. You can use her in Gear Dungeon 2, especially stage 10. Does a good job on that left side there. If you're struggling over there with the Volca clones and the enemies coming down, she's one of the top picks over there actually. Now the other pack I'm talking about is Aya's Reckoning Skin, the bundle. Aya's Reckoning Skin. Now this is for Magda. My problem with this skin in particular, I mean, it's not a bad skin. It looks really cool. She's got some wings and they have like this heaven and hell thing going on with Volcra and Magda right now, which kind of makes sense. But Magda is not a unit that I use often, but I am a skin collector and it is not just because I like to have the skins. I make sure that I buy every skin that they try to sell, and the reason for that is it helps game companies like this understand that there's other ways to make money besides just like predatory packs like summoning bundles and pay to win features. When you sell me a skin, and there's a lot of people that will buy those skins, you have the ability to keep making money without being so predatory on the players. So I really do support these packs whenever they come up with skins. That's the main reason I'm buying that. So I'm gonna pick that up first. Let's just grab it. 30 bucks. You do get 2 legendary summoning crystals with it and 12 rare summoning crystals. It's pretty nice. Gold doesn't matter. The skin is the skin. You know me. Now, I want to start with the legendary chaotic bundle because I think this is the one that's going to go the worst for me. But I do want to explain before we go into buying these 2 packs. Like I said, it was my birthday and I'm just kind of spoiling myself by buying these packs. These hero bundles like this I typically don't pick up. I don't really buy much for summoning crystals either, so let's see if I'm going to be rewarded well for my birthday or not. Ready? Here we go. Boom. Oh, who's this? I don't even know this video. This is Thurza. I don't even know who it is. I'm kind of embarrassed right now that I don't recognize this video. Playing this for a year. Who am I looking at? Who am I looking at? What are we doing? Look at that, guys. That's why I don't know this video. Happy birthday to me. This is awesome. God, man. Oh, the best 50 bucks or whatever that was, 70 bucks ever spent. I thought this one was gonna go the worst for me, but this is definitely probably the better of the 2. The only way it can go better is if I got myself my own Twin Fiend in the next pack, which would be insane. It would be insane. Definitely going to claim my diamonds on that one. Gon is going to help me a lot in Hellfire Emperor boss. I do like to push the leaderboards on there. Having Gon there is going to be a big deal. It's going to help me in arena. I like the idea of having him. I'm not too crazy about using him in a lot of stages, but I do want him and I'm happy to have him. Very, very happy to have him. I need to sing myself happy birthday here. God, I can't believe that just happened. Man. All right. Last pack. Remember, we don't want Orim. We don't really want Nocturne or Cetrum. I'm not really big on Furcy. I would take an Anai. I wouldn't mind getting an Anai. Another Zillitu would be great. Aelin. I love Aelin. I use her in the Healer Codex, and like I said, I like to push those leaderboards. So any of those kind of heroes is great. Twin Fiend is going to be the big winner here. But ready? 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Zilly. Got myself a Zillitu. That's A3 for me, so that's a really big deal, actually. She's going to help me in the Arbiter of Frost boss. She's able to stay in her ult a lot longer, and it just seems like it lasts forever. And on the Arbiter of Frost, when you need to activate when that barrier goes up, I'll take it. But you need to activate when that barrier goes up, and then the ability to keep yourself in an ultimate in between the barriers for a longer period of time, doing much more damage with those burns and everything. Amazing, I'll take that. That was a good pack buying, to be honest with you guys. But anyways, happy birthday to me. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know if you bought these packs, how your pulls went, and what you ended up getting. But anyways, thanks for tuning in. Until next time, keep digging.